I would like to begin today's session by thanking everyone on the call and also those who watch sessions offline and are active members in the group. Since this is extended Thanksgiving week, I think thanks should go to all the members in the group who have kept this group growing, kept it interactive, and we have come a long way. We now have 4 WhatsApp groups, over 600 members, and credit goes to all the members. So I would like to thank each one of you first.
Oh my God. So there are 4 groups.
Yeah, we have 4 WhatsApp groups. First WhatsApp group is full. Second WhatsApp group is reaching close to 200 members. There's third group for crypto. There's fourth group for members in India.
So if you want to part in Canada in person, almost like we have to book a banquet hall.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. Once Vivek sir is here, we would plan for one physical
I was
meeting.
just waiting for this to happen. I was just waiting for this to be announced. Passing the buck to me, eh? Good, yeah.
I think we can everyone meet at the Niagara Falls otherwise. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, as soon as the pandemic gets over, right, we can plan to meet in person. Those are in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I think we have to. This is the very good, thing. We have to meet personally as well.
Yeah, now this group has become like family. We discuss about stocks during the weekdays, and weekend is like a time for us to interact with each other. So do we want to start with the screeners, or shall we discuss some of the stocks that you guys would like to be analyzed, and then we can go to screeners?
Kamal, if you can tell which screener you are using to the members.
Yeah, we have been using primarily, first is Williams R, second CCI, third is the lower Bollinger Band. Also RSI, Relative Strength Index, and last price. So these are primarily the indicators that we use, and also volume.
We use Williams R, CCI, RSI, Bollinger Band, and volume, price, and SAR. Parabolics.
SAR.
Overbought and oversold. Come below overbought. These all will be oversold positions, so the values will be low. You can sort them by Williams R or CCI.
Okay.
So these will give you now 85 and above, 85 to 90 will give you one which will be tending to move faster because they have already moved up. That gives you a strong.
SYZ, MFI,
ZLC,
FGO, and ZCPB.
the last three are ETFs.
Right.
The only 2 stocks, SYZ and MFI.
So let me see if I remove ETF now. Stocks. Yeah, it shows. I'll reduce this to -8.
Okay, so you get a bigger variety.
Yeah.
RSI below 40 or 45. Make it 40.
Yeah.
Still have 14 matches.
Yeah. So I'll keep it filtered with this. So we have CSW, ORA.
Volume condition.
500 and above or 750.
We have less. So 5 we have. Cameo, I think we discussed last time.
I think MFI, if I'm not mistaken, I had put a buy order for MFI at 25.03. 25.03. Not yet achieved.
Let's open one by one.
From the screen itself.
So Cameo, it's in oversold, and from Williams R and from CCI, both it looks to move upward. I think it could be good time to get in for short term. Yeah, buy price of 12.6 or even the current price of around 12.8 with a short term sell target of 15.3. Based on last candle, it seems market had rejected its downward trend, so we can expect it to move up. What do you say, Vivek sir?
I think you're right. 12.6. Take it to the last candle. What is the low for last candle?
Low is 12.6.
12.6. And the previous low on the green candle, just 2 candles before it. Yeah, that one.
This one is
12.66.
12.66.
So keep a buy at about 12.7 with a stop of 12.5. So that would be almost a short entry. Or keep a buy at 12.7 with no stop losses for a target of about 1530. Target of 1530 or 15 also.
When did it go 15? Do we have the timeline? 15?
Yeah, 15 on 28th of August, which is like
Oh, September. Yeah, 3
for-
months.
That was 1530.
Yeah, 2 months around.
yeah,
Yeah.
45 days around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next previous and the other one around 15th of September. What was the high the rate? 15th September.
15th.
You are right. You are right.
This
You are
one.
right.
Yeah. So
The red peak.
yeah. So high was
That is 15.
15, 17.
15, 17. So that could be a first target also.
Yeah.
$2.5 or 2.3 or $2.4 rise. So 2.4 would give you a profit of what? 20%?
Yeah, close to.
Approximately about 18 to 20%.
Right. So if we see on Renko. So do we need to wait for a green candle on Renko, or is it?
You ideally should, otherwise, but this being a small range, you could take a small, you could take a small risk and enter because you're almost at the base support. But you look at the Renko chart, this current price was earlier resistance in September last year. September and October last year, it was the resistance. Yes, these two green. These were the resistance in September last year. So when this resistance was broken and crossed over, this now becomes a support. If you look at the chart analysis, your resistances when they were broken off in the month of April, mid-April this year, becomes your support for the next correction. So currently you are at the support level. So there's a high possibility of it bouncing back from here, which is indicative as well and confirmatory in the candlesticks which are seen. If you turn back to candlestick patterns, you will realize the candlesticks were all talking about it being consolidating and can you zoom this in, Kamal? The last 10 candles make a big buzz, very sufficient. So you look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. What does it indicate to you? The first one, yeah, this one, what does it indicate to you? The market is not letting it go down. It wants to go down, but it is pushing it back. The next red candle, solid red, but 6th October, again did not go below a particular limit. Next red did not go below the particular limit. But you look at the green, the last two greens. This green, same indicator, it has a long wick, but it is pushing you up. Now this green candle has come on the downslide of the stock. And market is saying, thank you very much, time to reverse. The last green candle is a perfect kind of a doji. If you remove this thing, the open is 1270, 1280, high is 1283, the low is 1260, the close is 1280. So you opened at 1279, you closed at 1280. A 1 cent movement. You can't get a better doji than this. Clear? And the doji has a long wick, lower long wick. That means the market has pushed you up. And the average is slightly more than the regulars. If you look at its 3-month average, you will realize the difference. Kamal, can you open up Yahoo Finance or can you open up TMX? If they show you the 3-month average, you will get it over there. I think one of them shows you 3-month average. Yes, it shows you on Yahoo. 1 second, let me try and add it if I can. CCO.to. All right, guys. The volume was 900,000 shares. Average volume for 3 months is also 952. So the volume is lower than the average. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, it seems the volume around mid of March was higher when the market had crashed and then it started recovering.
Hmm.
And since then it has reduced, the volume has reduced.
But a 900,000 volume is also not bad if you ask me.
It's a provision of engagement of aluminum and fuel services. Sorry, uranium.
Yeah, its earnings is expected on 4th.
That's over 3 weeks away.
So I would still say that it's good to enter for short term.
Yes.
So shall we go to next stock? I see,
Yeah. What was Skinner saying next was MFI, in which I want to enter in.
Okay.
Somebody had mentioned FL2. Let's do FLT first.
Okay.
Let's take care of Ejaz's request.
It would be on TSXV.
Yes. Ah,
Okay. So it's at mid Bollinger Band and Williams R and
correction expected.
CCI is moving downward, which indicates it can continue further. The red candle on Friday formed after a consolidation for continuous 5 days. So it seems that it might go further down.
By around 0.6.
Yeah, mid Bollinger Band suggests 0.62, but a buy price of 0.60 would be better.
Appropriate, yeah.
With a immediate target of 0.70, which is like 0.10.
But Ejaz, I somehow will not like to look in this, stay in this counter for long. Your screen currently, Kamal, you can just freeze the screen as it is,
Mhm.
shows me more red candles than green. I can actually count the green on my fingertips. Do you realize that, Kamal?
Yeah, from mid.
Even if you go to your left, even if you go to your left, right from April or mid March, I can only see mid March. Go further, go further. I can only see red. Mid March, yeah, there. Here onwards, I can only see red. There's a small spot of green,
Mhm.
another two or three greens, and then you see red all across. But yes, 0.58 or zero point 0.6 is a very strong support.
Yeah, so for this, we would suggest to wait, let it drop down further, and once it is around 0.58, then maybe you can consider to enter, because since June it is on a downtrend. As Vivek sir mentioned that it has more red candles from March itself. So it would be better to let it drop further than enter into this.
Ejaz, does that help you? 0.58 or zero point 0.6 for a short-term target of 2.7.
Points. Unless it starts giving a gap up opening.
No, this being a penny stock, you could invest a quantity and then, as I keep talking every day, liquidate your capital first with a small 10% profit margin and hold the balance as free.
Yeah, true.
But if it spikes up to 0.9, that will be good money. I'll give you 30% return.
Okay, so there was also a request separately for JE since it spiked. I'll just check. Okay, yeah. Ayaz is saying thank you, Vivek sir.
Thank you, Ajaz. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so let's go to J before we go back to our screener. I think Mohsin has J on US.
Yes, I have, and my average price is 7.02.
Right. So I had checked yesterday that it has similar pattern. It's just that the one on New York Stock Exchange and on TSX, there's a price difference because of US to CAD. What I see is based on its consolidation range. Before the price was consolidated, it was within this channel of $9 to around 17. So currently it is at a lower price if we compare with that range. So I would expect that J to move further up. That's why we out of last 6 trading sessions, there's only one day that it was uh, read that to minor closing below its opening price. So this looks to me that it would continue on uptrend. So at its current price, it's good to hold, and it does spike as we have seen in this past 3 months. It has spiked 1, 2, 2,
That was
3,
the
4.
$1.
Yeah. So more than 3 times it has spiked. So at
When
the
is the earnings next due?
at the current price, we may not expect it to spike, but
But
definitely
when are the earnings next due? I think in November first week, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, November 4th.
November 4th. So again one spike is due.
In previous earning, there was a
The spike before
spike
that.
and then a sell-off. So we can expect something similar on or around November 4th.
Yes.
Thank you, Kamal.
Welcome. Shall we take BBI? Is this the one? Brickell Biotech.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So are you holding it? Because it seems to be at a sell price. If you are holding it, would be a good time to sell and take the profit, unless it spikes like this. Maybe
Actually, it's coming out of a box pattern, consolidation pattern.
yeah,
It could be a breakout also
yeah.
because the volumes are very low.
So
Can you take
maybe
it to a weekly chart?
yeah, it could go up further. So I would say maybe watch how it trades on Tuesday, and based on that, you could take a decision whether you want to sell
Kamal,
or Mhm.
after this, you take done a weekly now.
Yeah,
Then take your day chart and you see the box pattern being formed. That this all entire range, right from March
Mhm.
onwards,
yeah,
is a consolidation into a box only. It's a full rectangular socket or whatever you call it. It is consolidating in that range, and it is just broken out of that range, right from March. All right. Otherwise, expand this further, and we'll check it out there. I'll zoom in.
yeah. Since it has broken this resistance, it might go further, like the way it had
Yes.
gone up on
Yes.
18th of Feb and also on 15th of June. So if it continues on further up on Tuesday, I would expect it to go higher. It might even touch $2.
Are you
Two
holding?
point.
Is anybody holding this? And if yes, what price and what quantity? Then you could give you a better suggestion what should be done. Because on a weekly account, your
Yeah,
indicators are almost in a overbought position.
yeah. 1.09, 200 shares.
Come again?
1.09.
1.09, 200 shares.
1.09, 200 shares.
Yeah.
So did you get in on Friday? Means you bought it on Friday?
We need to buy this.
Anyways, what we can say is based on how it trades on Tuesday, if it continues to move up, it might have a spike like it had on 15th of June or in mid of Feb, and you might be able to sell at a profit which could be even double. Uh, but it all depends how it trades on Tuesday. Since it has broken this resistance, it could go further up. Um, but if it drops, I would say for a safer side, you might keep a stop loss on this in case it, instead of going up, it starts dropping.
Yeah, what should be the stop loss, Kamal?
Keep a stop of 0.95 or 0.97.
Yeah, that's what even I was going to say.
For a 0.95, you would lose approximately about 14 cents. That's about $28.
Yes, thank you. Thanks.
And I would suggest keep a sell order already in a system at about 1.35 or 1.4. Don't wait for a very big profit margin. At 20% or 30% profit in this would be enough to
Yeah,
get out of the script.
that was the objective. But
So then the best is to you calculate your profit, what you're expecting, and keep it in the system.
Yeah, so you can set your
So
sell
what is the
order.
low that is done? What is the low in the last 10 days or 2 weeks? 0.75, 0.8,
0.77.
0.75. Oh, that's cutting it too low. That's almost 25% down, 25 to 30% down.
Yeah, that's why I think 0.95 stop loss would be better so that
Yeah, that
you
would be
don't
the
lose money.
most ideal stop loss because the low of the green candle was 0.97. If it goes below that 0.97 means it's time for you to cut your losses.
Is that fine?
thank you. Thanks.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, I think we have it. Planet 13 Holdings. Right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, are you holding this? I think this one is.
No, I was just thought I should identify.
Okay. So it's touching its upper Bollinger Band and it's on uptrend. So I would say the correction is due. If you are not holding it, you could wait for it to undergo correction and buy around
3.6 or 3.45.
3.6 looks to be a good buy price for this.
But then you're working for target of only 3.6 to about 4.5 or 4.6. You're just working for a $1 target.
Yes. So that would give around 30%.
Yes.
So for a short term, it could be a good, but we need to wait for it to come down to this buy price. The volume is low as of now. If we look at volume in August or also in July, good thing is its volume was high when it was on uptrend. So which indicates people are having good outlook about it.
People are actually accumulating it at various levels, if you ask me. They accumulated at 1.5, then they accumulated at about 2, then they accumulated at about 3 or 3.5. So again, around 3.5 or around 3.5, 3.6 should be a good time to buy it.
Yeah.
If it comes there.
Thank you.
And keep a sell at about 5.4 or 5.3.
Are you suggesting
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
this?
that's what I'm suggesting. Keep a sell in the system and forget it. If you're buying it at 3.5, getting it out at 5.3 or 5.25, you're making a $2 on a $3.5 investment, which is very good enough.
Thank you. Thanks.
Because it takes you about 2 weeks to climb from 3.5 to about 4.5. For a 30% return is taking about 2 weeks or 12 working or 10 working days, 10 trading days, sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Great. Okay, so shall we go to next talk?
Yes, what's on the group?
Yeah, next has been in downtrend. It has gone below its mid Bollinger Band. Though Williams R has turned upward, its CCI is still
What happened to its volumes?
volume has dropped. Volume has dropped after this spike in after its rally in September. I think we should wait for it to
Come down to
come
2.
around. Yeah, around a buy price of 1.90. 1.90, 1.91 would be better. So we can watch this for, I think this week we need to wait for it to drop down further. Though Williams R has turned upward, I feel it might drop down further, so it would be better to wait. Any further comment, Vivek sir?
No, I mean, I think what you are saying is right. Buy at about 1.90 will be perfect. Another thing that was keen to me is the Bollinger Band movement. The lower Bollinger Band has also moved up, and the upper Bollinger Band is almost becoming flat. So that is indicated to you that right from 21st of September or 20th of September, yes, right from this date onwards, the lower Bollinger Band is closing in. It has just come out of a squeeze. It gave you a spike. It is again getting ready to be squeezed again. So yes, a buy at 2 or 190 would be a very strong buy with a stop of 125 or 130, which is the first green candle. The low of the first green candle is your support. That is on the spike. If we can come to the candle, the first green top candle. Left. First left.
Firstly, this one?
Yes, this one. The low is 1.33. So that should be your stop. 189 or 190 to be buy. 130 would be your stop. And 490 could be your sell.
Yeah, so it would be more than 100% return if you can get in at 1.9 and sell at 4.9. Would be like.
And I'm basing all of this only on my Bollinger Band movement. Because the Bollinger Band is squeezing it through, at some point of time, the upper Bollinger Band will curve and go up. Minute it curves and goes up, that's a sure shot sign that it is moving up. So it will not give you a very big chance to enter in. So you've got to be very quick in your entry.
So we have Tahir also joined in. Tahir, do you have
lovely.
any feedback or any comment on this?
Tahir can give you an analysis on your candlesticks very clearly.
Yeah, I think I agree with both of you guys, and as you guys said, yeah, it's moving in the same pattern, same direction. So, yep, nothing much to add. You guys have already explained it fully. What?
Here, what would be the entry point for this stock? What do you think about it.
Kamal, can you put in fib ratio here?
Okay.
And hide the Bollinger Band for the time being. Yeah, from the bottom, any bottom candle to the top candle.
Okay.
Top candle is on 14th. Go to the left, the top green candle.
This one, right?
Yeah. Attach it to the tip. Attach it to the tip of that candle.
Yeah.
Or the wick of that candle.
Top wick of the candle. That's it.
Yeah, there. Again, you have to drag it to the left.
So shall I
drag it to the left. Yeah, stop it here. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and although they are like inverted, I will change the settings later on. But still, I can tell you here. Okay. So if you can see here, currently it is at resistance of 61%. Here, if we relate this 61.8, so if you're talking about the entry point, 2.68 can be the good entry point, which is the upcoming support, or seems like now it is going on the sideways direction and it is near to its support level. So exact support level comes at 2.68 as given here on the left side. My cursor, I'm moving my cursor, but sorry, you guys can't see the movement of my cursor, but go see the fib retracement ratio. Kamal, I think you can move your cursor.
Well, you can move the Fibonacci 2.6. Piche to your left.
Yeah, to the left, 2.6.
Where the Fibonacci ratios are shown.
Yes, these are 2.68. So 2.68 is the support level where you can see the stock to take a support, and currently it is at like little above 2.8. And since it is moving horizontally and seems like it is taking a support at this level, and from whenever it is moving horizontally, you have to wait for a little time till it breaks out from that channel. So if it breaks upwards, then you can take your entry inside that stock. But if it gives a break downward, then you have to wait till the next support level, which will be like little lower 2.02. So your question, the entry point, there is no entry point as yet. You have to wait and watch. Wait till this stock goes out of this channel. If it goes upward, because forever it will not stay in sideways or the horizontal channel. If it goes upward, take the entry. And if it goes downward, wait till 2.02. And when it starts going upward, wait for 1 day candle, 1 day green candle. And then the stock movement will be confirmed. You can enter from that level. And your target will be 3.14. Immediate target is 3.14. And the next will be 3.6. But it's better to stick to 3.14. Don't go beyond during these days, which are like a little bit shaky. So that's how I think you can plan.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next talk. Anyone, or shall we go back to screeners?
Can you take Cineplex, CGX?
Okay.
TSX.
Yeah.
It was in news last trading day.
Yeah.
It has closed at 4.63, which is, I think, 52-week low.
What is the RSI?
So RSI, let me add. So CCI and Williams are
remove CCI, no?
Yeah, I'm adding RSI. RSI.
It is there on the screen also.
Yeah. 19.2, and it's still downward.
And this is because of the news impact, the news which came in the contracts and the whole thing.
Close down of the
theater. Can we refresh that all the news together so that our viewers who will listen later on will get the full understanding of the news? What was the news about? If we can.
Another thing is on Tuesday morning 9 o'clock they are briefing up. There's a brief announced.
Yeah.
brief
for a
announce
special
regarding?
meeting. For a special meeting of the annual meeting for the shareholders.
And it's on October 13th, 9 a.m.
That's Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. before the market opens.
Okay.
Is there any
So-
possibility to freeze the during this meeting, freeze the number? Like, for example, it won't be buying to the stakeholders, for example, $4 or something. Is that possibility? Is there any event happen into the past?
Freeze. Can you explain the word freeze?
I mean, like they can decide like $4 if the stock goes beyond 4. After that, nobody can buy. Nobody
No,
can.
that company cannot decide that. If the stock goes down on any particular day, then we have a lower circuits. That is from the regulator, not from the company itself. So you're trying to say that if shareholders can decide, okay, we will not let our stock go down beyond 4, they will for sure don't want this stock to let go beyond 4.6. They want it to be, reaching skies. But it
Yeah.
all depends upon what's going on in the market. So there is no such phenomena like company can like put pressure on or something given in the given situation where there is like rumors in the market and there are bad news. So it all depends upon the demand and supply, and plus the outcome of the meeting they will announce. So Vivek, what do you think? What will be the outcome? It's going to be a positive after the shareholders meeting?
I basically am looking forward for some positive indication by the company management on Tuesday morning. For the simple reason, the government is trying to crack down on the closures of all the cinema halls.
Yeah.
So they would like to give a positive feedback. I don't know what is the system done in the kind of markets. Had this been India, I knew I could understand we could think about what the thinking is. There could be a buyback of shares also which they could announce. Because it's a cash-rich company, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge assets. The Cineplex is having a huge assets in Canada.
Absolutely. So it really can't fall. It can't fall drastically below.
But currently, if someone is trying to hold this share for a long term, this can be a good entry point. But if you are
Yes.
saying like I will just sell off in the next week, then you might end up in
No.
loss.
Yes.
So this stock, like
I mean,
whenever we have been discussing this point several times, like you have to identify yourself as a trader or investor. So this is not a trading option. This is an investing option. Cineplex. If you want to invest it for some quite some time, maybe like 3-4 months, and after this pandemic things are finished, the stock will rise again. And same goes with the Air Canada, those guys who are holding it for a long time, they know that how long to hold, including myself.
Small
Yeah.
disclaimer: I'm holding both Air Canada and Cineplex.
Sorry.
I'm holding both Air Canada
Good.
and Cineplex.
Good.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
good. I'm holding one of them. So that's actually
I'm holding both.
that's actually the investing option. So here, from an investment point of view, and for one more thing, after the meeting, as Vic said, there will be a short-lived upward. There will be uprise in the price after the meeting, because for sure they were gonna portray a good picture, a green picture of their company. They will not say anything bad about them, about their company, what's going on. And after the meeting, whatever the press release is or news in the market, that will be a short-lived upward price movement, but that may or may not sustain, because the long-term sustainability is still a question mark unless we have like some government aid coming in, or the pandemic is finished and people start moving into the cinemas and all in the theaters. So till that time, still it will be, the price will be fluctuating. But at this point of time, a very short-term gain, maybe on the same day, can be done, but will not be sustainable unless we have like some good news overall.
Yeah, even I was expecting that on 9th, you could expect it to have a jump on upward. And depending on what's the outcome of the shareholder meeting, as both Vivek and Tahir already mentioned, that they would be portraying that they are taking steps so that they would be in a better position, even though the government is taking measures to close down the theaters across the nation. So with those news, we might expect it to go up on Tuesday, and depending on how uh, good is the new strategy from the management, it might continue further. But at least for a day or two, we can expect that it might be higher than the price that we have. So if someone is looking for short-term gain, that's also possible. And as Tahir mentioned, that it's at a good price for investors looking for holding it for long term.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly. And,
portfolio building stock.
good. Yeah, and when you say the short term, here the short term will mean as soon as you see it's green and then it's changes direction, maybe like by the end of the day or on the very next day, then this short term has been finished. Because whenever the stocks moves on news, the news is very short-lived, and people just try to realize the profit whatever they have gained in a single day or in the very next day. So here the short term does not mean a week or like 2 weeks. What we are discussing here, it's more like day trading in this stock. Like you entered in, it went up, and whenever it started falling down, you just book your profit and get out of it.
Yes.
And the other aspect for the long term is still intact. Like you have to hold it for like a couple of months. That's what the stance is.
Tahir, do you expect it to go up to $7 on Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, honestly not.
Kamal, if you could just zoom into the stock price. Yeah.
I was
So,
saying
say around 7.
So on 30th August, it was around 10, but because of this.
I'm looking at 1st October.
Yeah,
looking at 1st October. One candle before this.
Yeah.
One candle before that. This is 5th. No, one candle before 5th. To your right. To your right.
Green one.
To your right. That's one. 2nd October. 7.13. So I'm looking at 7.
From 7 to 4, it fell down in 3-4 days.
7 to 4.
Yeah, so I was also looking at this sell off because of this
high volumes.
Yeah, so would it be able to recover again and reach that? Might be unlikely.
See, if there is in the meeting they announce some very good and powerful news, it depends upon the strength of the news. But here, since we are not expecting any new contract or merger or like any big announcement coming from the company at this point of time, so might not reach to that levels. But the company will try to portray some green things about the future and the prospects, but nothing concrete because they don't have any agreement or something or anything coming up which will boost the share price. But a little bit short-lived gain can be expected. If we were expecting it to go back to like $7 and $8, there has to be some like big news. The strength should be strong, some contracts, some agreements, or some other major step. If that is there in the news, if it is there in the meeting, only then I would say. But yes, it can move a little bit higher than this. Someone has a comment here.
So there's a request for Apple since it has an event on October 13th, and then Tesla. Okay, so
yeah, exactly. Once again, Yash Patel is saying like from the cash perspective, yeah, yes, you're right. So if they don't have like liquidity, then it might go for the bankruptcy, but normally they don't go so quickly. And because the same thing happened, like if we go back 2 months or 3 months back, there was another agreement which was like broken down, and there was a breach of the agreement. Then again, the share price started falling down. It's coming down from $13 till then it came back to 9, and then 7, and then 7 to 4. So they didn't went for the bankruptcy at all. To me, it doesn't seem a very likely option to go for the bankruptcy. But yes, we can see the cash, how much cash they have, and most likely the answer will be no. They won't be going for a bankruptcy at this point. And then Ankit, yeah, that would be my prediction, just like hers. Yeah, we can see without cash pile and mounting operational cost, that will be a way out. Yeah, that's a way out. If they don't have a cash, we need to look at the cash. We haven't saw the cash yet. What is the cash position there? But and just to add on here, this thing is not something new for this company. It has been facing this situation like now. It's for the third or fourth time, falling back from 13 to 9, then 7, and now at 4. Okay, so but definitely yes, we need to look at the cash.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
someone is
also
saying, yeah.
and also we have seen that the companies which are filing for bankruptcy, even though they file for bankruptcy, momentarily for 1 or 2 days the stock price goes up. So you could still expect that even if it says if the management takes any decision of going for bankruptcy as well, there might be a jump in price on 9th once they announce. Though
But looking at the asset quality, do you think they can file for bankruptcy?
looking at their assets, definitely they have strong financials which would not let them to go for bankruptcy. But
Exactly.
Since there is no incoming profit for them, there all the theaters are closed, and with this new wave of virus coming in and Ontario government asking them to close.
Tahir and Kamal, with the new wave of virus being spreading, are they using their venues for, are they having any operational expenses? Are they paying out all the full salaries?
As
That
of
can
now,
be that can be only seen through their to the financial statements. If we have financial statements in place, if while we are discussing, if someone of you can pull out the financial statements, then we can just have a quick look on the operation cost, how it has gone down or gone up. I think it can be good to study to see the cash and the operational cost.